Natasha.
Debbie.
Show.
The show.
Welcome to it. Just two patriotic girls.
Learning about the world.
So please, don't take us the wrong way.
And welcome.
Yes, welcome to Travel Wednesdays here on the Natasha and Debbie Show. And of course, we've been looking at Germany now for a little while and
Loving it.
crushing on it. Turned on by what? No, Germany's sexy. I've said it so many times and I'm probably annoying you with it, but I don't care because we love looking at Germany. We're voyeuristic that way. And we hope you're okay with us looking at you. And while we look at you, if you wouldn't mind looking at us and that like button right there, hitting that, we'd appreciate it very much.
And also consider subscribing. It's absolutely free.
I'm odd today. Every day, but more today than normal. So if you haven't already noticed, this is, and it's going to get worse, trust me. This month has been the month of the Natasha and Debbie Show food episodes. And we're not stopping today. And I'll tell you right now, next Wednesday, we're going to be doing part 2 German snack foods that we're going to be trying for the first time.
Yeah, so make sure you're here for that. The stuff we've tried already has been amazing, and we can't wait to try some more. And the spaghetti ice, hello.
And thanks for making
My
me
new
fat.
best friend.
So what are we watching today? We want to learn more about German food.
We are going to watch Must Eat German Food, the ultimate German food tour.
Okay, so I've already said, you know, we go what little bit we've seen as far as places to go. There's a lot of hiking we've seen so far. We go to Germany, we hike, we eat. We go back to hike, we stop to eat.
Exactly.
So we want to know what foods, besides the ones that we are already aware of, should we try in Germany? So we're going to take a look at this now, and we're going to find that out. And we'd love to hear your comments on things that you like, German food-wise, maybe stuff we could make here on the channel. Of course, I mean we, meaning Debbie. Right?
Absolutely. I love cooking stuff and trying new things.
Okay, so without any further ado, Must Eat German Food, the ultimate German food tour.
Hello and welcome to Travel Beans. I'm Emma, behind the camera is Alex, and today we want to show you some of the foods that you have to try when visiting Germany.
For us, travel isn't only about seeing new places, but also about having new experiences. About seeing new places, but also about having...
I don't know how I feel about a man throwing a sausage in my face like that. Pointing a sausage at me. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Especially you, gentlemen. How do you feel about a man poking his pointing his
Flinging. Tossing? No.
Oh!
Let's just get back to this video.
Nothing ever happened. Here, hang on. You saw nothing. Nothing. You heard nothing. This will all leave your mind. These are not the droids you're looking for. Back to the video.
having new experiences. In this video, we hope to encourage you to try something new and to experience some of the delicious cuisine Germany has to offer.
I'm sold.
Definitely.
Guys, we're back in Germany. I can't believe it. And we are so excited to be
I'm so
bringing
jealous.
you along on another series around Europe. We're making our way down to Italy. In the last series, we had such a blast on our trip around Bavaria, so we had to include Germany on our list of places this time. So we are here in Cologne, and as it turns out, there's more to German
Cologne.
food than just sausages. So today, we're going to eat our way around this beautiful city. But first, make sure you leave...
I thought she was going to say eat around a sausage. eat around a sausage. I have a quick question. Wiener Schnitzel. It's Austrian, right? Right? I mean, isn't the beginning of the word Austria or Austrian? But it's very typical in Germany, right? Because that's what we eat. We love that stuff.
And it's in every German
Schnitzel
restaurant.
in general, right?
Yes.
Just schnitzel. That's... Anyway, let me know.
Leave in the comments what's your favorite German food, or what German food would you like to try?
Let us know too.
I have subconsciously been training for this moment for about the last 10 years. Since in my 20s, I've been getting fatter and fatter every year, and now I've come to realise it's so my stomach would expand to fit this inside.
What is that? Chicken?
This is the pork knuckle,
No,
which is a
pork. Oh.
popular dish here in Germany and especially in Bavaria. I had to get it just for the comically sized dinosaur bone that you would see in the Flintstone. I can't tell you the smells that are coming out of this, but it's outrageous. I have been addicted to German food since our last German series, and I went crazy for sausages. I wanted them everywhere. It's taken every inch.
Did he say every inch? Hold on.
Last German series, and I went crazy for sausages. I wanted them everywhere. It's taken every inch. Of willpower to not get sausages and get something else, and I've still gone for pork. I've gone for the biggest bit of pork that's ever existed.
That is
Traditionally, this was
monstrous.
peasant food because it's an inexpensive cut of meat, which they would marinate over a number of days and then slow cook it over a number of hours. It comes on a bed of mashed potato with sauerkraut. Where do you start with this? It sounds very salty.
That bee was
It
one.
looks perfect.
I want this.
It does look good.
Oh my god. Ridiculously good. It's as good as it looks, which is a massive compliment because it looks amazing.
Good lord.
Germany has to be one of the best places for meat eaters. I have talked in the past about Turkey being a great place, America's a great place for meat eaters. Germany is well on your list.
But Germany is not just for meat eaters. There is plenty to choose for vegetarians also.
I'm so glad we
I
just
have
ate.
gone for a traditional German noodle dish called Käsespätzle. It's essentially a German version of mac and cheese. You have noodles covered in cheese, and in this case also covered in onions with a side salad. Not important. What we're here for is the cheesy nudes.
That looks a bit more refined than mac and cheese, which is much more
sophisticated.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, I don't know what it tastes like, but let's just look at that for a minute. So yeah. Okay, and please.
Yes.
And I want that.
Sauteed onions, cheese and pasta.
Yep. I will come over for dinner, Germany. Now let us know if these are popular everywhere, not just Bavaria. I'm jealous of her.
That's really nice. The gravy and the onions on top give it a really savory, salty taste.
I like that taste.
Oh my goodness. I mean, it's definitely not healthy. It doesn't taste
cares?
healthy in the slightest. But actually, the thing that I find with mac and cheese at home is it can be a bit too sickly. This doesn't taste like it's going to be too sickly because the cheese isn't an overpowering cheese taste. I think they usually use a mixture of cheeses, but usually stuff like Gouda, which is quite mild. This is delicious.
What does she mean by sickly?
Heavy,
Okay.
a little bit oily.
I just didn't understand that.
usually find that with our mac and cheese here. I'm not typically a fan of mac and cheese. You are.
No, I'm not. Only Southern American macaroni and cheese.
Not every mac and cheese.
When you make mac and cheese in America, especially for like Thanksgiving, you have to come with 10 references and at least 35 years experience, and you better be from at least Kentucky or further south. That's all I have to say about that.
But that one did look really good.
Yes, it did. But I still wouldn't compare that to mac and cheese. It just didn't look like it to me. Looked better. Oh, that's just cool. Hello.
Love getting to see the area also.
I'm dying. That's not a normal amount of food to put in your body.
Go
I
hiking.
didn't get like halfway through the meat. I've got it to take home with me. This is just the first meal. But we need to have the value of the best food to eat in Germany. So we must power on.
Go hiking.
Give me a minute.
We're taking a nap. Eat, nap, hike. Eat, nap, hike.
I'm now ready for round 2, and the next thing to do has to be a beer garden. These things are all over Germany, and it's where you're going to get your snacks. I need a bit more time to create some more space for another big meal. So for now, the next thing that you need to try, I've never tried this before, so it's also the thing that I need to try, is Met, or Metbrocken, which is basically raw pork, yes, raw pork with bread. It also has raw onion on top. I'm pretty excited about basically all German food, and this is one that doesn't really excite me.
Yeah, I'm with him on this one. I don't do raw meat.
Yeah, I had vaguely seen something about that.
You have? Where?
When we're looking for videos and stuff. But
I'm
not sure about raw pork.
Yeah, I want my food
I
cooked.
can handle the raw onions, but I don't know about the meat.
You gotta eat sushi, so that's weird, right?
That is true.
All right, let's see how this goes on.
Just the raw pork
okay.
aspect.
Raw everything.
But here they serve it in a lot of the beer garden, so I've got to test it out.
I bet I like it. I think you like it. No. Yes? I can't, he's a poker face.
Germany, you've done it again. It's amazing.
Really?
I think inside it's just...
Really?
I wish you looked at me the way he looks at that. You find yourself a man or woman that can look at you the way that he's looking at that raw meat, you found a keeper.
I can look at you like a pork knuckle.
I'll look at you like a sausage if you do.
Oh,
What?
no.
This video's gotten out of hand.
I think inside it's just got maybe some spices, some salt and pepper. It doesn't taste raw.
I'd try it.
It's hard to explain. It just kind of tastes sausagey and nice and porky.
Is it like a pate?
Yeah, that's a good way to say it. It's
I
just
like
kind of like
a
a pork pate. I think that they have
I don't like
specific
pate,
ways
though.
of serving this so you don't get sick. So it has to be eaten on the day of being served.
I was going to ask that.
I can say that I'm pleasantly surprised, and you definitely have to try this when you come here.
I'm shocked.
And then wash it down with a local beer.
Or some nice sparkling water.
Oh, the Germans, you've nailed it.
I am super excited to try this. What I have ordered is
Potato pancakes?
Kartoffelpuffer, which is essentially potato rosties served with different.
Okay, I think that's what we call potato pancakes, but we've had these exact kinds that look exactly like that with applesauce.
Yes.
At the Hofbrauhaus we have here, which I know some people are like, it's not real German food. I don't know, guys. People that are from Germany that come here pretty much
They say it is.
They say it is. They say it's
Yep.
exactly like home. So I don't know. We don't know. Either way, obsessed with these. And there they serve them with applesauce and or sour cream and cranberry sauce.
Yes.
I like all of those things on that. I'm more partial.
She orders all the other ones so that she can take a bite of each.
And then I just.
And a bite of each and a bite of each.
But I typically go for the cranberry sauce. So I want to know, what do you prefer? Do you do the cranberry sauce as well with and the sour cream, or just the applesauce? And what's your favorite? And also, yummy.
Very much so.
And if anyone's watching this that has not tried these, you need to. Trust me. This is my type of food. She's Miss Ice Cream Queen. Tune in Friday. And this is my kind of stuff, the savory stuff like this.
Different things depending on what you're going for. One of the more traditional ways to have it is actually with apple sauce, which is not what I would think initially that you would team with
good.
potato rosties. So I'm really intrigued to try it. If you watched our last series when we were in Bavaria, we actually cooked up some of these to have with a breakfast, kind of in place of like a hash brown or a potato rosti. And it worked really well, although it's not the traditional way to have it. So today I thought I'd go a little bit more traditional, and I try it with applesauce. It's so crispy and crunchy.
I'm hungry again.
I
They
don't know
look
if you can
perfect.
hear that, but it's just... Listen to that. There's a lot of oil there. So, oh my goodness. So
My mom
essentially,
used to make-
it's like potato, and then maybe to bind it, I think there's flour, maybe eggs also. But essentially,
bite.
it's just potato. That's all it is. Okay, and so this is the apple sauce. It's actually got really big chunks of apple in there.
My mom used to make potato pancakes, but not like this. They weren't good. Well, God rest
Initially,
her soul.
you have all of this really crunchy, crispy corner bit, and then underneath that you have this kind of salty, smooth potato bit on the inside with the sweetness from the apple.
It's amazing.
Surprisingly good. I can't decide which I prefer, with the apple sauce or savory. I think they're equally as good,
With the
but just for
applesauce.
different times. This is
Or the sour
definitely
cream.
a must-try in Germany.
Or the cranberry. Cranberry sauce is good
However
with
you eat it.
it. Sour cream's good with it too, though. Applesauce sauce.
Something to make a note of if you're planning on coming to Germany in the summertime is
And I am.
the wasps. They are relentless and they're everywhere. They'll hover around your food, your beers, and especially, as we've just found out, the bakery. In Europe, if you're not going to the bakeries, you're doing something really wrong. Germany is
Yeah, that's a problem for Debbie. Highly allergic to any sort of stings from anything like that, and she freaks out with anything that flies.
So, no summertime.
Oh, come on. Is that really that bad? Is it just in where
You
they're
saw
at?
them.
Yeah, but this is where they're at on this day. I don't know. Let us know, please, because that would affect our travel plans greatly.
Yeah, I'll be staying away.
In Europe, if you're not going to the bakeries, you're doing something really wrong. Germany is no exception. There are so many things to choose from. It can be quite overwhelming. I actually went inside this bakery to get a pretzel, but I thought, why not try something completely new and something that I've seen everywhere here in Cologne, especially. They're called nugget pretzels, and I actually don't think this is bread. I believe it's pastry twisted to look like a pretzel, which is covered in nugget and or nougat, I don't know how you pronounce that, and slices of almond. I really have no idea what to expect.
That
but
looks
there
good.
are hundreds of them hanging inside the bakery, so they must be popular.
I'm jealous right now. Talk to us.
Even with all that wasp juice?
Wasp juice.
The wasp juice is what gives it its delicious flavour. Well, I can see why the wasps like it. It's incredible.
But what does it taste like? I want to know.
This is now my final meal of the day, and I'm going to be honest, I am struggling. So one of my little tips for anyone that...
Are they really? They're really eating this all in one day. He's got the same hoodie on.
Yeah.
Or I think he actually is.
3 meals.
I can't eat all
2
that in
meals
one
and
day.
a snack.
I can't eat all that one day.
I know.
That's how much you and I eat in like 4 days.
Definitely have to be running around.
I'm impressed though. He had a tip.
And I'm going to be honest, I am struggling. So one of my little tips for anyone that needs a second wind is to get a Coke or a fizzy drink of your choice. Other brands are available. Now what you do is it's nice and fizzy.
Then burp it out. He's gonna burp.
It should bubble up inside you. You have a little burp, and it frees up loads of space. And now I'm ready for what is the final meal. This is the world famous schnitzel. If you've lived under a rock and you're like, what the hell is a schnitzel? It's basically a piece of meat that has been pounded into the inch of its life and then covered in breadcrumbs and then fried. There is a bit of debate where this originally came from, but there is no debate that this is a very, very popular dish here in Germany.
Okay.
And it's the dish that was most recommended to me on our previous series.
Because it's amazing.
Very excited to try this. Can't believe I never have, considering it's just meat and breadcrumbs.
Try it
This
with gravy,
sounds right up my alley. I've gone for a pork one with mushroom sauce, which apparently the Germans love drizzling it on them.
Really?
So, when in Rome... Does that look as bad?
I eat it with a fried egg on top, where the yolk just busts out all over it. Do you guys do that? We were told it's called Holsteiner style. I don't know if I'm saying that. I'm probably saying a lot. I'm afraid of the comments. Like, you're doing that wrong, and that's not right, and da-da-da. This is just what we know. Correct us. Help us out.
Yes.
And,
We mean no offense. We are trying to learn and doing our best.
Exactly. We are doing our best for sure.
Great.
Bad as it looks to me. Yes. I mean, I could do it in a nice, sexy way, but I think it's more funny to just let it, like, plop out.
I love these guys.
And then one more, ready? Flop. I already know that I'm going to love this.
Because you are.
I just don't know how much I'm going to love it.
More than anything else on earth.
I've had a lot of pork, and not with no sausages, which for me is a miracle. I love it, obviously. In terms of the meals I had today, worst one of the day.
Oh my
What?
goodness.
Which I am surprised about.
Okay, listen. If the pork schnitzel is the worst thing Germany has in terms of food, then you know what, Germany?
Yeah, you're a rock star because everything else has got to be amazing.
Ha and ha. That's all I got to say. Okay.
It's a little bit dry, but I think that's the restaurant I'm at, not necessarily the meal. But I still love it. I don't care about that. The mushroom sauce is great as well, and there's a lot of choices for different types of ones. I went for mushrooms.
Hold on.
The mushroom sauce is great as well, and there's a lot of choices.
See, what I get's called schnitzel Wiener art.
Yes.
Wiener schnitzel art. I don't know, something like that. And I see that at the top.
I love that we get to see the actual menu.
Yeah, we're trying to anyway. I just can't say half these words. I don't see any with the sauce they offer at the restaurant where we go.
No.
Hey, there's a fried egg one. You get the Jaeger
there it
schnitzel,
is.
don't you?
It just has a different word in front of art.
Goots. Going back.
Choices for different types of ones. I went for mushrooms, but there is plenty for you to enjoy.
I love mushrooms.
our final food on today's gastronomy tour of Germany
Gastronomy
is
tour.
Flammkuchen, which is essentially a flatbread or pizza style food. It's traditionally, rather than tomato base like the Italians would do it, it's covered in a creme fraiche base, and the traditional one is served with bacon and onions.
Okay, listen up right now.
Yes, please.
Hold on. Listen, I'm a weird American. I hate pizza. My first job was working at a pizza place because I knew I wouldn't get fat working there because I don't eat the pizza. I don't like pasta sauce. You have my attention here. This I would like. There's like 2-3 pizzas I like. That's it. That I would eat the crap out of.
Oh, heck yeah. I'm with you, though. I mean, I'm not always a fan of tomato sauce on my pizzas. I'm
Since
really
when?
not. You know I like more of the garlic sauce on there.
I don't know this, but I do now. 20 years
She knows
later.
this.
I did not know that.
Creme fraiche base, and the traditional one is served with bacon and onions, but I've gone for a mushroom and onion version as I'm vegetarian. It's
I didn't
really
know that.
thin on the base. I don't know if you can see quite how thin that is, but I think this is going to be a pretty epic
prefer a
beer
deep
garden
dish,
snack
but
because it
this I would
doesn't look
love.
too stodgy.
I like
It
both.
doesn't look like it's going to fill me up too much, but it looks pretty tasty.
That's the kind you can just eat the whole thing by yourself.
So she eats that whole thing. She's going to be full.
Oh, yeah. And I want this.
This is an epic beer garden snack. This base here is so thin and crispy and light. That's not going to fill me up at all, which is good because the beers certainly are. The toppings are actually really thin. They haven't gone overboard with them or anything like that, so it's not too overpowering. It's light, it's tasty, perfect to have with a lovely German beer.
I need a C-section because this food baby is coming out stat.
I am so full.
That's hilarious.
We did one other video by them last summer, actually, when they stayed in the lion enclosure at the Portland in Portland, I
Some
think it
of
is.
you might remember that from the
Yeah, in Kent.
Humans too.
They are hilarious people. I would please subscribe to their channel if you haven't already. Link to their original videos in the description. They're funny, but that's. Did you hear what he said after
Yes.
that though? Did you hear what he said? Listen,
Baby is coming out stat.
coming out
I'm
stat.
so full. But that was a pretty epic day.
That was pretty amazing. That was
C-section.
more calories than. Well, that's not more calories than I consumed in a day. I've done that before many times.
What was your favourite thing?
Okay, it wasn't even on the menu today. Sausages is still the
Really?
number one thing I've had in Germany. Pork knuckle second. Schnitzel way down at the bottom compared to everything. Sausages is the must.
Which is
must
funny
have.
because actually today at the beginning of the day, schnitzel was the thing you were most excited to try. Disappointing.
That's how it goes.
Whereas I was pleasantly surprised by the baked goods that we got at the bakery. I was not expecting that, and it was lovely.
So leave in the comments, what food would you have most liked to try from today's food?
And what did we miss out? What German foods did we miss from this list that need to be tried?
We just ate before this, and I was happy about that. And then the video kept
Thankfully.
going, and now I'm like, fudge.
Oh no, now she's hungry.
I'm really not, but I am for that.
She's ready to eat.
For this stuff, not for just random ass things. Pardon my language.
Sorry, I can't just whip up a pork knuckle for you.
Didn't he say that was his second favorite thing after sausages?
Yep.
Pork knuckle. Okay, so questions here. Okay, first of all, if you liked this episode, please hit the like button. We appreciate it if you do that. It shows love to the channel. It takes a second to do, and it's just a nice thing to say. I don't know.
And also consider subscribing.
That's free. So come to Facebook. We don't have enough German friends over there, and we have lots of questions, and we bother our poor British friends and our Australian friends all the time, and they're like, oh, wait. I think one person even on Facebook's like, I've been to Germany before. Does that count? But we'd love to have you on Facebook. We'd love to get to know you more. Second question. What is your favorite German food? I want to know.
Yeah, so if we were to come over, you're taking us to dinner to try something.
We'll pay, don't worry.
What are you going to have us eat first?
Yeah, and we'll pay. So what do you want to say? You know what? This is the German food I want these Americans to try. And maybe something we can even make on the channel, like we said earlier. So, and again, what do you think of the list? What would you take from it? What would you add to it? Don't you dare take schnitzel off. Don't forget, next Wednesday, we're coming back with our second German snack food video. So that's Debbie and I trying for the second time, German snacks we haven't tried before. So we hope that you'll be back for that.
So make sure you're here to watch us try some new snacks.
Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate each and every one of you guys, and we'll see you on the next episode. Until then, as always, please love like jazz.
And be as strong as Tyson.
Bye.
Bye.